Mayoga. Good morning, Prof.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Prof.
Good morning, sir. How are you, sir?
We are fine. Everybody's fine. As usual,
Yes, sir.
we are waiting for people to join.
All right, sir. I will stand by. Yeah.
Are you hearing the music? I'm playing music. Are you hearing it?
No. I can only hear your voice. Yes.
Okay, yeah, okay. I better off the music because it's distracting me also. All right, so we're only two of us.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so how was your week?
Excellent, sir.
Excellent. All right, I reached out to Professor Yewole. He said he left Ghana somewhere. He said somewhere, but I told him he can log in from anywhere in the world. Because I also invited.
I will also be on the road in the next few minutes, but I will be airing.
Okay, you said your meeting starts by 10.
Yes, I have lecture from 9:30.
Okay, from 9:30. That's why, because normally we start by 9:30. I said, let me make it 9 o'clock so that we can all log in.
Yes.
And so without much ado, let's, I don't like to penalize people who come early and then it says, let's wait. Because this idea of African time, if there's something like that, it's not really helpful at all. So let's just start, two of us, okay? So let me share the slides that I'm using. Is that okay with you?
That's okay, sir. It's okay.
Let me share the slides. Others will join us, and I'm recording this. So as they join, they will catch up from wherever they join. So, okay, this is the slide. Are you seeing the slides now?
Yes, sir. I can see it.
iBMC 5,
PRM 4. Yes, I can see it.
Okay, and sent for celebration. All right, so today is the last day for iBMC 4 or 5, iBMC 5. We started on, I think October, was it October? October 11th. So we have covered 8 weeks. We have covered 8 weeks. So today is the last day for us to round off. And I'm really appreciative of those that registered. We started with 25 people. Along the line, about 3 or 4 dropped out. They said they couldn't cope. One is in Port Harcourt, two are in Lagos. So if I may ask you, how has it been generally as you registered before I even start the meeting outline? Just informally, you can share.
It's been interesting having a guideline, more like a step-to-step approach to the entire project. So it makes it easier to understand. If anything is amiss, you can go back to the step-by-step approach to understand what is missing, what one needs to do and did not do.
Yes. All right. So because this week I attended a summit and a conference. The summit was packaged by Brendan Butcher. Brendan Butcher is one of the biggest names out there in the internet business space. He's one of the biggest names out there. And they packaged a 3-day summit. And I think it ran 6, 7, 8. And the conference was packaged by Bonza. Bonza is a friend of the house. Their own ran 8, 9, 10. And from what I gathered from those the summit and the conference. We are on the right path. We are on the right track. Yes, everything that we have covered is taking us to our destination, profitable destination. So that 7-step formula that we shared is very, very comprehensive. And I believe that you just need to take time to go through it, go through the lessons one by one. So this is the meeting outline. This is the meeting outline. Scorecard and round robin, conquering the mountain, send for celebration. So let's go straight to part one, since we are just one of two of us. Scorecard and round robin. Scorecard and round robin. All right. So the scorecard we have, these are the okay, what I need to do here is just to put somebody's picture here who has not sent her picture. So these are the three people that, according to what we saw at the back end, went through the lessons very vigorously. These are the three people: Killian, Annie, and Owedre. All right. I believe you are seeing the slide, sir. Hello.
I can hear you.
All right. Kingsley just joined us. Kingsley, are you there? Can you hear me? All right, so this is I checked the back end to see what was happening at the back end. And this is what I discovered, what I call the participation scorecard. As you see there, everything is tabulated. Everything is tabulated, and the average is just open rate 55.75% and click rate just 28.77%. If I can take 50, this 55. So I can say just 7 people, with 7 people, well, not 7, 8 from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 people. All right, we're able to at least achieve above the average, which is a little bit just above the average of the class. We are 17. So the important thing is that we really need to pay attention to the lessons and do the assignments. As I said to everybody that joins iBMC, that you cannot read the ABC of online marketing, the ABC of this without doing the practice. ABC of riding a bicycle. You cannot just say this ABC of riding a bicycle and then you don't jump on the bicycle. Unless you jump on the bicycle, you will not be able to ride a bicycle. So it's very, very critical that we do the lessons and do the assignments. Kingsley, can you hear me finally? Kingsley. All right, Annie has just joined us. All right, Annie, can you hear me? All right, so that is the scorecard. Is not very encouraging. I expected that at least we should score 70 and above, 70 and above, because everybody here is highly educated, and that is not very encouraging. And then the email addresses with question mark. When we started, I said that people buy into you. People buy into you unless they know you. You cannot be anonymous by using a name that does not reflect you. So Desmond Dokapu 2 Flex, that is his name. Mastering Destiny, that is Peter, Change Makers Africa, Eric and Partners, a little bit closer, and then Maureen Etinat Consulting Limited. They want to use his company name. Hello,
I'll make
Annie, are you there?
that page first. That will come in first.
Annie, are you there? All right, so these email addresses does not enable people to know us, and it's not good. It's not good because
Better. So you come
until you become a brand that people can easily recognize, people buy into you. So you need to say, this is Desmond, and say Desmond, so somebody, and but when you use a name that does not reflect who you are, does not really say who you are, people will be a little bit careful before they join you, before they click whatever you send to them, and so on and so forth. So it's very, very important as you are starting out to use your name, Paul Uduk, Lerebale, Eni, and so on and so forth, Kingsley. So I still calling on Desmond, Peter, Eric, and Maureen to see how they can pick their email address to reflect them. All right, so without much ado, we are now in the round robin. Round robin is just what I want to take it one by one, what I've learned, what you share your audience number, and then the current product you have and product ideas, and then the way forward. After this iBMC you have attended, what are your plans? All right, so let me start with Prof, since Prof is having a class shortly.
Okay.
Prof, I start with you.
All right.
Thank you, sir. It's essentially during the sessions, I was able to, like I did mention to you earlier during this webinar, that I was able to understand step by step. So if anything is not working well, I know what I need to go back to take a look at. Okay. I had actually started practicalizing most of the things that I'm learning the principles now. Okay. I got one of the graduates of your school to help me handle a couple of things 2 years ago. Okay. And so, and he had started to do that for me. But now, if certain things are not working, I have a better understanding as to why it's not working, what needs to be done, and I can therefore play a more active role in the concept of trying to build a brand for me that will be useful, that will be easier for me to sell my my product or services. Yeah. Okay. Yes, sir.
So what's your audience number like? How many followers? What's your email list like right now?
I have over 2,000 on my email list. Okay. And when it comes to audience number in terms of likes, I have over 5,000 likes on my Facebook. I have over 7,000 likes on my LinkedIn. So it's not something I just started. I've been on
yes, I know.
But the principles are not well known to me. The way you have placed them together. In terms of product ideas, I'm still selling myself. I'm just about to start to sell some items. Maybe I've just sell like a $1 item or something like that, just like a test, and that makes it easy for me to know how much people will be willing to buy my product. I want to be sure that what I'm selling first, it's also good enough and attractive enough for people to be able to take. In terms of way forward, I think so I've been a little bit cautious. I've not been able to really start something at the commerce level. Okay. Because I've been feeling that I don't like to fail. And I've been feeling that I would like to produce something that is worth it for people to be interested. So what I'm doing is that I've had a couple of over 100 articles, which I've published before through either newspaper or through the publications in Nigeria. And I want to be sure that they are in easy to read format. I want to release them first on blog, and then now put some of the top items that I read together and sell it for maybe $1, something like that. And that is the way I want to do it. And I think that's the best way for me to go. But I cannot do that this year. I'm extremely busy because my responsibility has been extended beyond Nigeria and to some of the West and East African countries. And I'm the global chair for marketing for BSN. So I've been extremely busy. I just want to lay the foundation to do well on my day-to-day work, and then I will settle down to produce something I can sell for $1 to $10 maximum.
Okay. All right. So what you are already very, very known. Your target audience could be graduates of BSN Nigeria. Yes, your target audience, because these are well-placed individuals. So what you can do is you can start with what I call a membership site. A membership site, you have a lot of materials that you can put there. Even you are starting with PDF, putting them in PDF. And the videos you have done, you have a lot of videos on YouTube. Yeah. So you could actually start a membership site and then ask people, members, maybe they could say you can pay 5,000 per month for you to have access. So you can release 10% of what you have on the membership site. 10%. The system can do that. 10% is released. So if I wash up to 10%, if I want to move above 10%, the system will ask me join. So if I like that first 10%, I will be more inclined to join. So you say, okay, membership is 5,000 per month. So the month I don't have money, I will not pay. Maybe next month I have money, I pay. So by the end of the year, you can have maybe 50 people, 100 people, 200, 300, and so on and so forth. So for people that are very versatile, I think that is one of the easiest ways to jump into the arena by starting a membership site. Okay, since you are not just starting newly, but if you are somebody that is just starting newly, you have not really have antecedents, you have no pedigree, then you just have to look for just one product that you can start with, maybe for $10, $5. But since you have a lot of IP, that is intellectual property, you can make it in such a way that for people to have access to your IP, they pay a certain amount of money. Normally, you can just say membership. All right. No, all right, so let me go to Kingsley. Kingsley, it's up to you now. Kingsley, are you there? In Owerri? Hello, Kingsley? All right, it's like Kingsley's not there. All right, Annie, are you there? Annie?
Yes, good morning.
Please.
Good morning, everyone.
Yes, it's your turn now to speak. What you have learned so far,
okay.
Your number of people in your email list, and then your product. And if you have no product, the product ideas that you have and what you are planning to do post iBMC. Just briefly.
Okay. Yeah. I've learned that it's something that you have to keep on, improving on, making sure that you're online, making sure if you have a website, you're on there, and and also that you have to, relationship matters, not only the content, not only the things you are pushing out, but relationship matters a lot. Keeping your customers, your subscribers is very important, and also the fact that okay, and then right now I spoke to you some time ago about this. I told you that I've been posting out videos on leadership, and since the beginning of the year on my social media, that is Instagram, Facebook, but on LinkedIn I just do a post. I don't post the video. For a while I did a video, but then it takes, sometimes when it's a bit long, it does not go through. So I just post it in narrative form. So, and when I was listening to Larry now, I don't know. My email list, I have just about 15. But then on my social media, I have maybe about 500, about 500 plus. But I don't know. That means I have to contact each of them to collect their emails, explain to them what I want to do, because the people that I put their email list around me, people that I know very well, that I have their emails, but I've not been able to contact. Is it right for me to get in touch with all the people on my social media, right? Maybe through their directly, to ask for their email address. Is it right for me to do that? And if it's right, then that means that's what I would do. And so, like I said, the leadership videos I've been posting out, not only leadership, but also emerging leaders, also employees who are looking up to, who are looking up to being leaders in the future, and then also helping them to think about leadership, even as ordinary employees, not until when they get to a position or have a title called leadership or manager, supervisor. And so my plan, like I told you, was that I want to write an ebook, and then maybe all these videos that I've generated over the 1 year, that I want to now, put it, do a podcast. Or I'm still thinking about it, just that I'm not able to do anything. Book, and then pull out some things from those videos and put it, something like that employees, individuals, business people can go there, read when they have issues. They just look at it with different. That's my plan, but I've not been able to do much. But I believe that by the end of the year, early next year, I will do more of this. I'm not really sure whether podcasts will be good, whether apart from the ebook podcast, or what other, or maybe those videos, I look at it again, and if they're okay, then I can now post them into YouTube or maybe Vimeo. I've not really thought about it much. That's all. That's
all right. So thank you very much, Annie, for that. I've heard what you have said. You say you have only 15 people on your email list. All right. And we've been in the program for 8 weeks. And I said that you should be building your email list. Your email list is one of the biggest assets that you have online. And I say you start with friends. You're a member of LDNI. Reach out to those people in LDNI, Learning and Development Network International, and let them know that, okay, this is what I'm learning. I want you to, I'm adding you to my email list, please, and so start with friends. I said the low-hanging fruit. Start with friends, associates, former classmates, whatever, people that know you as initial from the beginning. Those are the people you start with. So as you start with those people, you should be able to build your email list to up to 100 people. You don't need to have 10,000 people from the beginning, just 100 people. The first time I did my webinar, 70 people were in the webinar. When I started IBMC, 70 people were in the webinar. And those 70 people, 99% of them know me one-on-one as Paul. And when I said, okay, I want to do IBMC, they sign up for the IBMC. So people that will sign up for IBMC, so people that will sign up for whatever product you have are people that will know you initially. Know you, yes. So it's not about followers per se. It's not about followers per se, because you can have 10 million followers and none of those people, sometimes people just click follow instinctively online without any intention of doing anything. It's those people that if you say, please buy my product, that are willing to put their hand in their pocket and pay you 10,000 naira and pay you 30,000 naira and pay you 40 or 50 or 60,000 naira. Those are the people you are targeting, not followers per se. Because you have people that have as an influencer. There's some influencers like Brendan Butcher that has more than 1 million followers. After those 1 million followers, less than 10,000 are people that are willing to buy his products. And those are the people he targets, and so on and so forth. So do not just belabor the point in terms of followers on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, and so on and so forth. You are looking at people that are willing to pay for whatever you have to offer. All right. So those are the people you should. So people that are willing to opt in to your email list, those are the ones that are first and foremost. Of course, among those followers, you can reach them. Like now, thanks to WhatsApp, you can reach people directly on WhatsApp and tell them, okay, oh, I'm learning this. I want you to join me in learning, and so on and so forth. But it's a good idea, at least since you have done iBMC, it has exposed you to the step-by-step process. As before you came in, I was sharing with Professor Bale that this week I attended, in fact, I've attended 12 hours of training, 12 hours. What is 12 hours? Yes, 12 hours of training by Brendan Butcher. Brendan Butcher's one I attended for 8 hours. And then the one for Vonza, I attended for about 4 hours. So total 12 hours. One was a summit, and about 12 people spoke at that summit. And then one was a conference. About 30 people spoke at the conference. And as I was sharing with a prof that years old, from what I've learned, because I've been learning this thing for quite a while, it's just that we are on the right track. We're on the right track. Build your lists. Do not be shy. I hear you talk about podcasts and videos. Do not worry about those things first. Because if you start a podcast, how many people are going to follow your podcast? As a trainer, I know you to be a trainer. I want you to look at one product idea. You have been talking about leadership. To me, leadership is not a popular topic. Why do I say so? Normally, people, when you are talking about leadership, it's people in corporations, in organizations that want to train their people on leadership. But as a person, because if I say I'm a good leader, how does that make me better than other people in the society? I want something that can put money, let me say so straight, so I can put money in my pocket immediately. So you have to go back to those 7 key areas that we said, these are the most popular areas. How to make money online, a relationship building, and things like that. Go back to one of the lessons where we listed the top 7 areas that people are willing to pay for. Even spirituality and so health, those are the areas that people are willing to pay for. So, but when you talk about leadership, leadership is a little bit, is a generic topic. Is as good as good leadership is good in running an organization, in running a country. It's something that is difficult to really pin down. Like Warren Benny said, that it's difficult to define leadership. But when you see a good leader, you will know. So it's not something that will be very popular with your audience. So I want you to keep thinking. I want you to keep thinking. Like when the first thing I did for myself was book writing clinic. Because I said, if I've written a book, maybe there are other people out there that will be willing to write a book. And more than 100 people have signed up for a book writing clinic so far. So keep picking your idea. Let's keep sharing about your book. I will send you materials for ebook, how to produce an ebook. I will send you, I already told you about that at the beginning. Anyway, let me go back to, meanwhile, let me just congratulate, or not congratulate, welcome Igo. Igo, are you there? Igo joined us. Igo joined us about 2 minutes ago. Igo, are you there?
I'm here. I'm here, yes, sir.
You're welcome. You are a member of iBMC 1. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Even though you did not complete, I think you did not complete. You had some other engagements that took you away. All right. I hope you are coming back to join iBMC 6 to complete the course.
By God's grace. By God's grace.
We are starting iBMC 6 in January 15, 2022. So please, I want you to come and complete the course. You abandoned me now. Even though I abandoned you. You register for BWC, you register for iBMC along the line. No problem. As they say in Nigeria, nothing spoiled. Nothing's fun. We're always there.
By God's grace, I will join the IBMC
Please,
6.
join IBMC 6.
I'm
Yes.
rejigging my schedule, and again, I've been transferred from that very busy directory, so I'm a little bit free now.
Okay, great. I will see come back to discuss with you, but let me call Kingsley again. Kingsley, are you there now? Kingsley joined us, and I've called him several times. He's not able to. All right, so we have covered that round robin. Prof has spoken, and Annie has spoken. So let's move to conquering the mountain. As I said, internet business is is very wide. It's very wide and deep as the Atlantic Ocean, very boisterous, and so it needs a lot of you do not do what every other person, because most people that are just there on social media, that they are just there for entertainment. But there are other E's involved in in online business. One of the other is education, okay, and getting people's emotion. So education is very critical in this. So we are in the education space. That's the area we want to dominate, education, all right? Not the entertainment. Of course, when you do your education, you also put a lot of entertainment to make it interesting for your students. But 99% of people that are social media and so on, they are more into the entertainment space, but those of minority of us, we are in the education space. So we need to focus on the methodologies, the step-by-step process. So this, to me, is the simplest and the most effective internet success formula. I've not seen anything better. I've done this thing for 10 years, and so it keeps repeating. This is the formula that we are all following. You see that you are at the center of that. You are at the center, and everything revolves around you, okay? You are the person to learn aggressive. You are the person to be visible on and offline. You are the person to build strong relationships. You are the person to build a mailing list. You are the person to have something to offer and specialize. You are the person to start to master online marketing and sales. And then you are the person to perfect strategies to win long term. Brendan, as I said, I was in Brendan Summit 2 days ago, and Brendan said he started in 2006. Brendan, that was the first time he posted his course, 2006, and then he invited Amy Porterfield, also spoke at that event. Amy Porterfield was a PA, let me say so, to Tony Robbins. And she was a note taker for Tony Robbins. Whenever they had meeting, they invite Amy Porterfield, please come and take notes. So Amy shared that once she was taking the notes, she made up her mind that she would like to be like these people. She was sitting by the side chair while the gurus were sitting in a big round table. And Amy said, I would like to be like these people. That's when he decided to leave. I mean, if you're working with Tony Robbins, one of the biggest names in the whole world, and then it's okay, me, I want to leave to go and start my own. Is something spectacular. She left, and today she shared how she moved. She said the first product she launched, she made only $278. The first product she launched, she made $278, and then the next one she made $15,000, and then along the line she kept improving. She started in 2014. She said. She started improving, and around 2017, she was able to move from 15 million to $16 million. That's Amy Porterfield. I will send you her link. So she struggled for the first 5 years. Before she was able to break through. All right. So you there, you can see that the arrow pointing, you need to do positioning, you need to do packaging, you need to do promoting, you have to do partnering, you need to do persisting. You have to be persistent, all right? So this is the bigger rendition of that, positioning. How do you want to come across? You know, people in marketing know what positioning is all about. So the thing is, start small and then get better and better with time. Be known for something. be known, at least for now. Poludo is known for iBMC. Poludo is known for BWC. These are the two products I've been promoting, I've been marketing. iBMC for the past 1.5 years now. I marketed BWC for almost 5 years. I started BWC in 2015, and I kept marketing it. Sometimes I will have 3 people in the class, sometimes I will have 5 people, sometimes I will have 7, and so on. So I kept marketing it. He said, never give up. And then packaging. You need to, all the knowledge you have, find a way of packaging it. Like Prof was saying, he has written a lot of articles and so on and so forth. You want to package them. Yes, you can put them in a PDF. And so you need to package it in such a way that you can deliver it. You can do it in the form of PDF. You can do white papers. You can create something and put on as a video. You can do newsletters. These are various ways of packaging. All right, these are various ways of packaging. But you need to make it attractive for people. Okay, and then you can do small products. All right, small products. 3 types of products: low price products, mid price products, and then high price products. Okay, we'll go to that. And then promoting. Do not be shy. Do not be shy. People believe that when they promote, it's bad. No, no, no. Because you are students, the people you are promoting to deserve to have what you are promoting to them. They deserve it. So you can promote by teaching people. Some people teach by having webinars every week. Brandon shared that for the first 3 years, he was doing webinar every weekend. For the first 3 years, every weekend he was doing webinar. Every weekend he was doing webinar. Every weekend he was doing webinar. And that's how he became #1 in training in the world. I'm talking about Brandon Burchard. Okay. So you are not selling, you are teaching people what you know. So think in terms of quarters. Maybe there are 4 quarters in a year. So you take themes. Of course, we will elaborate on this when we meet on 18th of this month. So promoting, keep talking to people. Do not be shy. Have friends on, create a group on WhatsApp and so on and so forth. And then partnering. Partnering is very, very critical. I tell there's a few people in the iBMC, they like to go eat alone. I said, you cannot go eat alone, because that's where being in partnership is where the network effects comes in. We talk about network effects. The bigger your network, the better. If you are just doing it alone, you go into a room and then shoot video, and then you don't have any friends you are working with. It's a recipe for disaster. You cannot do that. So you need to partner with people. Do not be a lone wolf. Do not be a lone wolf. Partner with people. Look at people that you trust, your friends that are also either on the same level with you or a little bit higher than you. Partner with them. As a member of iBMC, you have access to me. You can do and say, Paul, please, I have this idea. Can we join together? And then you market your product. Yes. And then look for, if you do not want to partner with people directly, you can ask them, okay, I have this product, please help me sell it as an affiliate. So for everyone I sell, you can say, okay, my affiliate commission is 30% or 40%. That is how it works. You need to have affiliates. Do not do everything alone. And then persisting. Persisting is the last and the most important. If you do not persist and you just give up, if you do not persist, you give up. Yes, I've been persisting. There was a time I started this thing. Sometimes I would not have money to buy data. It was so expensive in those days, in the 2012, 2013, 2014. Data was expensive. Now data is relatively cheap. For 3,500, you can get 12 gigabytes. Before, 12,000 could just give you, 3,000 Naira could just give you 3 gigabytes or something like that. So data is falling. So you need to persist. You need to, I shared this idea of this Brandon Burchard Summit with every member of iBMC. Nobody turned up. And then the Vonza program also shared it with everybody. Nobody turned up. It's not good. You need to be persistent. You need to train and train and train and train and train some more. Train yourself. If you do not do that, because things, in fact, things are changing so fast. Based on what I've learned, there's a lot of things are changing in the internet space. They're talking about what they call NFT. NFT. I'm sure that most of people have never heard about that. NFT. Maybe I've never heard. Maybe I've never heard about that. NFT stands for non-fungible token. Non-fungible token is a way, as they were saying that, Internet of Things is going to take over the world. NFT is bigger than all those things together. And it's about using blockchain technology. It's what people call Web3. We are not in Web2. We are not talking about Web3. Things are changing. If you are not learning, all this investment in IBMC would have been a waste. So you have to keep learning, all right? So what are your products? Your products could be must be three levels, okay? Entry level, low tier, 10 to 25. I see friends selling products of 5K. Do not do that, because to me, product of 5K cheapens to you. Do not cheapen yourself, because when you do that, sometimes people can see that is because of desperation. Of course, some of us are not very desperate, okay? So you can say, okay, I'm giving out 80% of what I sell, and then the other 20% will be for, and I keep emphasizing the need for membership site. I myself am going to a membership site because I have a lot of things that I believe that people will benefit if I put them in membership sites, all right? If I give you access to maybe 50%, and then if you want to enjoy the other 50%, then you sign up and pay maybe 5,000 monthly. That is 60,000 in a year, right? So you have 100 people sign up for your membership site, and those 100 people are paying you 5,000 naira every month. You say that is a big amount. It's not very taxing to the people. 5,000 is something you can afford. But when you look at 100 people, to you is a very beneficial. 5,000 naira by 100 people every month. 5,000 naira by 100 people. And then if you're able to scale further by being able to develop your funnels, being able to develop more subscribers, you can extend it to 1,000 people, each of them paying you. So that is money in your bank account, independent of every other thing you do, because your membership site is just there independently. They go there, they learn on their own. Maybe once a month, you join in and do a small webinar for members of your membership site. And they'll be very, very happy with that. And then mid-level, mid-tier is 25K to 100K, all right? But I've seen that in Nigeria here, people start showing resistance when anything is above 55K. Therefore, your course must be very, very powerful. Your course must be very, very well packaged for people, because you're not selling to everybody. You're not selling to everybody. You're selling to people who can afford it. Therefore, you must have what we call your customer avatar. Who is your target audience for what you are doing, okay? And then high level or high tier, 100K and above. I know that I have sold products for 120,000. I've sold products for 300,000, but those are very, very few people that can afford that. So you have high tier product and you have only 10 people. Okay, you have only 10 people for your high tier products that you are selling for 300,000, 200,000. Then you can do one-on-one coaching. Yes, I do one-on-one coaching for very, very senior people. And of course, it's time consuming. You have to be very, very careful. All right. All right. So without much ado, I think I jumped this slide. Finding audience. Audience is key. Audience is key to success in this thing. If you do not have an audience, then everything falls in. You can have the best products and you don't have audience, then nobody's going to buy your product, no matter how good your product. It's better to start with a bad product and have many audiences. Out of those, one of them might be willing to taste your bad product. He said, what do I stand to lose? Let me just try this product, okay? But here, if you have no audience, then at initial, you are not making progress. So you must get audience from all directions, from Amazon, from ads, from pay-per-click, from WhatsApp, from Facebook, from Twitter, from LinkedIn, from Instagram, you must get audience everywhere. You must attend events, live events. You must stage your live events. I've staged several live events. One of my key events was the one I call Let's Crush It. I did that in 2018, 2008. Was it 2019? 2019, Let's Crush It. 47 people came in. Out of those 47 people, I think Igor, were you there at that Let's Crush It? Okay, Igor is not, I'm not hearing Igor. All right, so at that Let's Crush It, 47 people turned up.
Yes, I was there. I was there at Allen Avenue.
Yes, at Allen Avenue. Yes, we're 47 of us. And almost every, and don't forget, Igor, you're also a member of the BWC. So people that know you, people that
when we head at your place.
Yes, people that know you are there. So target the people that know you first. People that are ambitious. I'm not saying ambition in the wrong sense, but anybody that doesn't have ambition for a better tomorrow, then those should not be your target. Okay, so look at friends that were ambitious. They push the fronts and so on and so forth. Those are the people. So you must look for audience everywhere and then push them through your funnel. People are in different journeys in their life. People are in different journeys. Maybe I'm in a point, I want to consolidate things. Maybe I'm at a point, I'm just starting out. Maybe I'm in a point, I have a lot of things, but I need help in packaging them, like Prof. I know Prof needs help in packaging. I see what Prof does, all right? Prof needs help in packaging what he does, okay? So people are coming into your funnel in different parts of their journey, and therefore you must be able to meet them at their point of their need, okay? And so on and so forth. So you will not be able to meet them at their point of their need if you yourself, you have nothing to offer. That is why learning day and night is very critical. I'm telling you, I learn day and night. I learn day and night, okay? Because there are 24 hours in a day, 24 hours. If I sleep for 8 hours, I still have how many hours left? And of those 8 hours, I can do a lot of other things for 4 hours. I still have many hours left, and so on and so forth. But for people who are also doing full-time job, they do the full-time job for, let me say, 6 hours. You still have how many hours left, and so on and so forth. It's a matter of prioritization. You need to prioritize. Yes, we do not have, well, maybe you question what I said. Since we do not have Abraham as our father, I'm saying it as a rhetorical way, all right? You think that, okay, you do not know a minister that can just give you a contract 100 million naira. Even if you have a contract 100 million naira, it will still finish, because you cannot scale a contract 100 million. You cannot scale it, okay? When once it's there, then you start chopping it along the line, it will finally finish. But if you can scale what you do, like how come Brendan Butcher has been able to make 100 million naira from 2006 when it started to today, 100 million. How many of us can make 100 million naira in 14 years? How many of us? So that is only online that this thing can happen, only online. Amy Potter said to increase our sales from 5 million to 16 million in 1 year, from $5 million to 16 million naira in 1 year, after suffering so much frustration. She shared that in 1 year, she was able to increase her sales from $5 million to $16 million. She was launching courses every other time. And she said she just stuck to one product, which she called Digital Course Academy. So we need to do that. All right, so without much ado, we have spent almost 1 hour. I want to join the Send Forth celebration. I want to congratulate all of us. All right, these are the members of members. These are the people that the people by the side are the people that fell off along the line. These are Killian, Annie, Kingsley, Alred, Desmond, Prof, Larry, Sylvia, Stanley, Idia, Austin, Eric, Steve, Henrietta, and Peter. Honorable Widow did not send her picture, and Maureen too did not send her picture. I haven't texted them this morning. So I want to congratulate you. You are among the, even if without overstating, you are among the top 1% of Nigerians that have this idea that I'm sharing. I'm telling you, among the top 1% of Nigerians. You see a lot of things people are going to, sharing entertainment and news. They're using tactics. They want to, they create news, and then along the line, people will advertise on their platform. That's a way, it's a tactic. But more than that, they do not know how to do other things. So it's very easy for you to set up a platform and then start sharing a gossip and start sharing and so on and so forth, news. Okay, there's accident. But don't forget, like Linda Ikeji. Linda Ikeji started almost 20 years ago, and she knows what she does. Okay, she knows. She started with gossiping. She started with people walking nude and gossiping and who is sleeping with who and so on and so forth. And then, of course, along the line, she started to monetize by advertising. That she makes money through adverts, and that's. But outside that, since most of us are not gifted in that gossip thing, you just have to get what we know, use what your God's endowment to make life better. And the thing we know most is training, teaching people, and leading people, influencing people as influencers. That's what we know. So I want to congratulate you for being the top 1%, if not top 10%, or not top 15%. You said, no, I'm not among top 1%. At least we are among the top 20% of Nigerians that know this strategy of using the 7-step formula. If you follow the 7-step formula and apply it, I can assure that in the next, even though I say you can make $2,000, how much is $2,000? 1 million naira. Most of us here in this platform make more than 10 million naira monthly, right? So, but I'm talking about for being a member of iBMC, you should be able to make 1 million naira, all right, before you even finish the course. But I think that so far, nobody has done that, but we are still on it, okay? So long as you are persistent, you get your product. I'll get your product out. BWC, that book writing clinic, more than 100 people have attended that, and then each of them paid me 25,000 naira to attend. This iBMC now, about 100 and how many people have attended. Majority of the people that attended this course paid me 75,000 to attend. And I'm not even started, because everything I was doing was simply to find out what works. I've done this for 1 year, 6 months, 1.5 years now. Because we started in July 2020, thanks to COVID. When I started this year, I did not know how to use Zoom. Yes, I didn't even know what Zoom was. I never knew. Somebody somebody in the US invited me to join a Zoom meeting. I did not know what to do. He even sent me the link. I didn't know what to click. Somebody, I think in Eco Bank in Lome, asked me to organize a Zoom meeting with them. I did not know what to do. I was even very ashamed. I did not know what to do. But today, I've used Zoom to make more than 2 million, 3 million naira. All right. So do not be shy to learn. Please learn day and night. Learn day and night. And I can assure you that the sky is the limit. There's no other technology can enable you to do what we are doing now. Yes, there's no other technology that you can use to reach people from all over the world. There's no other technology. Imagine somebody signing in for iBMC from Australia, and from one of our students is in Sweden. Not even one, 2 of them are in Sweden. Okay, there's no other technology. So just stay the course, all right? So I want to congratulate you once again for signing up, for putting my hands in your pocket to pay for this course and moving forward, all right? So with that much, I do these members of iBMC4. Some of them did not send pictures on time, all right? These are members of iBMC, so we also celebrate them. These are members of iBMC3, we celebrate them. We are celebrating people every day. These are members of iBMC2. This is, okay. medical doctors here, and so on and so forth. And this is the members of iBMC1. Igo, I can see you there on the extreme right. Igo, can you see your face there? So these are members of iBMC1. This is what it started. When I started iBMC1, we did not have a structure. I did not have a structure for iBMC. I just have I had an idea. I did not have a structure. And along the line, even one of the members said, Paul, this thing has no structure. I don't know the beginning to the end. And then I was forced. It was during that comment by one of the students, who is also a trainer, said, Paul, I'm very confused. That's why I was forced to develop a structure. That's how I came up with the Internet Business Success Formula. So I want to congratulate you. I want to also challenge, not just congratulate you, challenge you to be never give up. There are some people in this course that, you see them in iBMC 1, you see them again in iBMC 2, you see them in iBMC 3. There are people that paid 3 times for this course, said, I did not do well. I want to register again. Yes, even Prof Yowole, that is right here, Prof paid 2 times for the course. He said, I did not do well. I want to join again. All right. So even this Abimbola left the course to do her PhD. She has just finished her PhD and written to me that she wants to join iBMC 6. She's ready to join. Igo here is ready to join iBMC 6. All right. These are some people that I say IBMCs at large. People that came late. Did not send their pictures on time. They send their pictures after their owners closed. So till then. All right. So without much ado, let's move straight to Q&A. Q&A. I want to call Franklin. Franklin, when did you come in? Franklin, when did you come in? Franklin, are you there? Hello, Franklin. Franklin came in, I didn't see him.
Yeah, I joined that.
How did you? Because I did not admit you. How did you join? Because I didn't see a Franklin. All right. Hello, Franklin. Hello, Franklin.
Okay, yeah. I joined by 9:06. I clicked the link. After a while, I was admitted.
Who admitted you?
I don't know.
I didn't see your name. Okay, you're welcome. All right. You substitute your wife for your place, and then I believe that you should come back to iBMC 6. I hope you are less busy now. So we are launching iBMC 6 on the 15th of January 2022. I hope you will come in, because you cannot really share what you have in your brain to another person. Actually, you cannot remove what the person has. And Codette, I think she didn't even complete the course also. All right, do you have something to say, Franklin? Do you want to come back to iBMC 6?
It's likely, but I'm not sure.
Okay, all right, so you still have a chance, because I said, if you have not finished this course, you have to finish the course, because there's nothing, there's absolutely nothing. It's a future. It's what I've learned about what they call NFT. In fact, it really made me what I call non-fungible token. It's something that is something that is going to take the internet world by storm. When people started talking about internet in the 80s, we were just some of us were just saying, "What is internet?" We were just thinking, that is for technically inclined people. No, internet is now mainstream, right? Internet started in the 80s, all right? But it's mainstream. Companies like Amazon have amassed wealth of billions, and so on and so forth. So we just came in at the last minute. So we need to master this thing. You can have 100 people, 20 people, 50 people, 100 people. All right. So let me call Igo. Igo, have something to share with us? Hello, Igo.
I don't really have much to share. The issue is that during the COVID-19, I tried, because I had time, but I got a little bit discouraged because I sent 2 articles to this Easing, kept reminding them till now they didn't reply me, no feedback. Then after COVID-19, went back to my busy work, and that is just it.
No.
But I'm planning. Of course, then I tried mail chips. I tried the few mails I sent. So in between, so this thing needs some serious time. And since I do not have that leisure of the time yet, that is just my major discouragement.
Yes, so you know, we like the guru said that nobody owes you, nobody owes you. You are the one that owe yourself. So do not be discouraged. You have to push yourself. In fact, you push yourself.
That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here.
Yes, that's I appreciate you are coming in, because after all, more than 100 people, most people just send me text, say, sorry, I cannot make it. I have another engagement. I cannot make it. Another engagement. Well, as I keep telling my friends, some of them go to TV, some of them go to radio, and so on and so forth. I said, there is no other medium that you can use to scale to reach thousands of people other than this online thing. Yes, unless you have Abraham as your father, as I said, you know a governor can give you a contract, but all the same, when the governor leaves office, you come back to square one, and so on and so forth. But this is a technology, this is an idea that nobody can take from you. I know what I know myself right now, that the sky is not even enough to hold some of us by the time we are able to get this thing very, very well. I mean, in 18 months, I said in March 2020, I did not know Zoom. I did not know Microsoft Teams. Yes, but when I applied myself, I said, I have to learn. I had to call somebody, say, please come and teach me. I didn't take it more than 30 minutes to show me. Okay, click here, this is how you register. And I was able to learn 30 minutes. It showed me how to use Microsoft Teams. Sometimes I will get lost. I will call my friend. I said, please, I'm lost. Can you tell me? Just tell me, okay, go click that icon. Click that icon. All right. So just the 7 steps, okay, and we are done. So I want to thank you for.
And one other thing again. Sorry.
Yes, go ahead,
Coach Paul. My experience has been technical. You know, for example, I'm into tax. I have a book on taxation. So, and again, other aspect is HR. And from those things that sell in the internet, this one did not fall among them at all. So it's also discouraging. Now I'm almost 60. Now I'm going to learn how to talk about health or other things that people will buy. Are you getting my point?
So are you older than me? Are you older than
me?
Are you older than Jeff Walker? Jeff Walker started to learn internet at the age of 72. Is the one that.
So okay, so maybe when I retire now, then I will not start.
Is it when you retire that you have more energy? No, Ego. We'll look at it where there's nothing more technical than even IT. But people don't teach people how to use.
No, what I'm saying is that should I not use? Sorry, Paul. Should I now throw away my 35 years experience in taxation and now learn new profession, new skill, and not use that for a living?
All right.
Are you getting it?
Ego, just 1 second. You know that my background is banking. What skill do I have in banking, really? Because they say banking skills are not transferable. All right. I was doing risk management. Who do I go and teach risk management? All right. So your idea of taxation is something that you can use and package a course for middle. You know that there was once I called you that I was having issues with your people. Am I right?
Yes.
There was I've been with the FIRS for almost 2 years, fighting FIRS. Do you understand? So it's a skill that you can kill. You can, as they say, you can kill it. You can kill it. You can use it to. Small and medium enterprises need to understand how they can minimize their tax. It's something you can teach. You can teach online. you know there's a software called QuickBooks that enables people to keep records online? Are you aware of that? By a company called
no.
a company called Intuit, and so on and so forth.
Okay.
Right? It's one of my colleagues that set up a tax consulting. She left a bank and then set up a one-man tax consulting company that people pay her 50,000 for she to come in and then show them how they can prepare their books so that tax will be reduced and so on and so forth. Ignorance of the law is no excuse. So it's an idea you can package. That's why I said number 3 in that list, the 5 P's is packaging. How can you now so do not be discouraged. Think of how can I package this idea of my tax so that it becomes appealing to small business, even appealing to even individuals. Like Paul, they say, Paul, pay tax of 10 million. We see you on Facebook every day. You're a very rich man. Yes, still, is it the seeing me on Facebook every day that makes me a rich man, or the money in my account? So you can position me in such a way that I'm shy to pay tax, but so that the tax people can see in black and white, yes, this Paul, this is what he makes, and therefore this is the type of tax he can pay. So there's no area that is too technical that you cannot teach people. There's a man that I know, he graduated, he's a medical doctor. He said one of the most difficult courses when he was doing was what they call organic chemistry. Organic chemistry, one of the most difficult courses. So he now package a course for people who want to go into medicine, how to pass organic chemistry exams. I'm telling you, that man has more than 1,000 students. And his students are people who are trying to read medical medicine, who want to read medicine, how to pass organic chemistry exams. So it's just for you to say, Paul, how do I package this? Do not say I'm discouraged. No, I'm assuming that, anyway, when we see one.
Okay, sir.
So nobody should be discouraged. Nobody should be discouraged. If anybody should be discouraged, should be the one discouraged, because I know how much and where I've come in and so on and so forth. But here I am today. When I look at the students that call me, that send me text, oh, sir, and in fact, it makes me to be very, very happy. So without much ado, let's end this. I want to thank you for signing in. And we have on the 18th of this month, and it's a next Saturday, we have what we call a iBMC Live. iBMC Live is going to be in Ikoyi. So I'm inviting you to attend. And yes, it is where we are going to now sit down and do practice. No, I can teach you what to do, but how to do it can always be a problem. Even though we talk about it, some people are just find it difficult to get started on their own. So they still need a little bit of help. So that is what iBMC Live is all about. It's a full day event. We are starting by 9:30 and ending around 2:30 or 3:30, where I will show you everything, how to use your Camtasia, how to use your MailChimp, how to use your ConvertKit, how to do this, how to even design your first product. And everything face to face. We help each other, but there's a fee to it. I say fee to it. And I said, some people say, Paul, I don't have money yet. But I said, yes, you can join and pay in installments and pay later. So like Tiffany said, Paul, I would like to join, but I don't want to owe. I said, no problem, join. Debt has never killed anybody. Join. Because the more you network with people, the more you see what other people are doing, the more you are going to succeed. So if you can make it, I said, only people that have said, yes, I will join, send me text, and I want to join iBMC Live. I'm going to send the venue to them. The venue is going to be in Ikoyi. I'll send the venue. The fee is 25,000 naira. And it's okay, Paul, I don't have money. I want to pay instrumental, no problem. But it's next Saturday, 18th. And if you want to come in, please come in. And we are going to learn a lot. So without much ado, let's end this meeting. Thank you very much. We started by 9. Now it's about 10, 12 minutes past.
Mr. Paul.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, my wife gave me a feedback. this morning because when I joined, she saw that I joined. She said, yeah, why she didn't join anymore was that she saw that she was learning how to write, materials, how to write articles as product, but that is not her interest. Her interest is how to use online methodology in terms of boosting her own already existing products. So I don't know whether it's relevant to her.
She made mistake. First of all, she did not tell me why she out of 14 lessons, if I can go back, like see what I have here. Everything you do, I see what you do. Like I said, I showed here. As you can see this slide, everything you do, we can see it at the back end. If I can go back to her, this thing, you cannot plant cassava and then go and reap a yam, okay? If you do not finish the course, you cannot now start to, you have to learn first. I said, learn the basics first. She did not learn the basics. How can you now start to go say this, I'm teaching how to write articles? Is that what the IBMC is all about? Have you read the brochure for IBMC? Is it about writing articles? Is it even about book writing clinic? So she was just there, she's looking for an excuse not to. So I'm very sorry sorry for that. She did not do the right thing. She did not tell me. We have a WhatsApp group. Why didn't she share her frustration on the WhatsApp group? Did she ever share her frustrations? Did they ever share anything with anybody in the WhatsApp group? We have a Facebook group. Did she ever go there to share? Oh, these are my frustrations. These are my misgivings. And then people will put her through. IBMC is not about writing articles. IBMC is how to create access online, how to market online, how to create businesses online. But I said, you have to learn the basics first. How do you get customers if you do not know the basics? You just can't go to a market and then start selling, say, these are my ways. You have to, online is different from offline. You have to get customers. You have to develop products. You have to do this and do that. So everything come into play. And then we have a seven-step formula that we need to use. Where in this formula do you say writing article is one of them? Be visible online. If you want to be visible, I myself have written more than 100 articles. Does that article is not an end, it's a means to an end. If you do not like writing articles, you need to learn how to do videos. You do not know how to do videos, you can learn how to do audios, podcasts, and so on and so forth. So anyway, you need to talk to her. She needs to return and finish the course if she's interested, and it will be very helpful. All right. So
you can also talk to her. I'll talk to her. I can also talk to her.
Yes, I told you she was taking your place at the beginning. I said, well, so this thing does not really work this way. I know how it feels when you put your money in your hand, in your pocket, and pay for something. You are emotionally committed to it. You want to, yes. Kingsley Theophilus is doing very, very well. He has written a lot of articles. He has published books, and I'm the same thing. I've written 7 books. It's not about writing books. It's about to become financially independent. Yes, that is the final aim, financial independence. All right, financial independence is what we are all going about. So without much ado, so we'll still talk offline on this. All right. So let's end, and thank you very much for signing, and thank you very much for sharing that feedback. I will call you, we'll talk about it. I will call Codette, we'll talk about it and see how the way forward. All right. Thank you, Igor. Right. Thank you, Franklin. It's like Kingsley who had issues, and then Annie had issues, and they could not continue. All right, so let's end it. Thank you very much. God bless you.